Louisiana state lawmaker is calling for more sensitivity training for Shreveport police officers. This comes after he watched footage that we uncovered through a public records request of a Shreveport woman arrested of negligent of family charges, and those charges were later dropped. KSLA's chief investigator Ashley Graham has been following this story and reports from the First Alert Center. Ashley?
Well, Jeff, this video did provide some clarity about what happened when officers were called to Calvinitri White's home, but we have to admit it stirred a lot of emotion for many in the community, including State Representative Stephen Jackson. Now, we do want to warn the viewers at home that the video you're about to see may be disturbing, but we've been in touch with Ms. White, and she says she wants people to know her story. The footage we uncovered was hard to watch at times for many.
I watched it last night before I went to bed, and I can tell you it really disturbed me more from what I saw.
Representative Jackson speaking with KSLA after seeing the moments Calvinitri White showed officers through her home before being put in handcuffs. KSLA investigates requested the body camera video from White's arrest not to show her pain, but to better understand how the domestic disturbance call turned into an arrest on neglect of family charges. In the video, officers noted roaches in the apartment, conditions White says stem from a neglectful landlord.
What really kind of disappointed me was she mentions the incident where the city had to cut the water off because the landlords failed to pay their water bill. So she's been a victim.
Earlier this year, tenants at the Village Square apartments had their water access limited to 4 hours a day. That's because even though they were paying for the water as part of their rent, the owners didn't pay that money to the city of Shreveport. Jackson says he applauds the district attorney for deciding not to prosecute White once they saw proof she had requested help from her landlord multiple times this year to deal with bugs and other issues.
So she has a lot going on. You didn't solve anything by putting her in jail. And so that's why I applaud the district attorney for not prosecuting this case. And I think Shreveport police needs to go back to the table and say, let's retrain and let's talk about how do we identify poverty.
He also says the fault lies with the owner of Village Square Apartments for not responding to tenants' pleas for help.
Yesterday, I was saying, why don't we just move on? But after seeing that video, there's something deeper that we need to have a community conversation about. And I'm going to continue to press the fact that the landlords, the owners, need to be held responsible for the conditions of these apartments and for the money that they stole. And so that's a hill that I'm willing to die on.
Shreveport police issued a statement to KSLA News 12 today. They said in part, at this time, we have found no indication that any department policies were violated. The officer acted in good faith with the well-being of the children in mind. It goes on to say, it's important to understand that law enforcement cannot remove children from potentially unsafe environments without a criminal complaint. Our goal is never to separate families. However, the safety and welfare of our most vulnerable citizens will always remain our top priority, end quote. You can find that full statement in our article on our website, KSLA.com. And we have reached out to the apartment complex for comment, and so far we have gotten no response. But we will continue to follow this story and give you the first alert as we get new updates. Live in studio, Ashley Graham, KSLA News 12.